Hello everyone and welcome to this Groovy Jmeter tutorial series. In this particular tutorial, we will look into a real-time scenario where we need to generate a dynamic test data. So let's begin. In performance testing, generating dynamic test data is crucial to ensure the realistic test scenarios. In Jmeter, Groovy scripting provides a powerful way to create the random test data such as names, numbers, emails, passwords, so on. Now for this particular tutorial, I am using a Request API. So for that, we need to go to the browser over here. So this is a website and you need to scroll down here and you will find this registration API. Click on this one and this is a payload, this is the endpoint and this is the base URL. So let's make this request in Jmeter. Let's go to the Jmeter over here, create, add threads, thread group, and inside that add sampler HTTP request. Now this is HTTPS and then this is the host request.in. Copy this one and now go back to Jmeter. This is a post request and now we need to provide a path. So this is the path /API/register. So copy this one and paste it over here, and inside the body we need to provide a body over here. So go back. So this is the body. Copy this one and paste it over here. And let's name it as dynamic data. Dynamic data. Okay. And now what I need to do is that I need to run this one. For that, let's add a listener. And before that, we need to add a HTTP manager. So using that, basically go to add, go to config element, HTTP header manager. Here basically we need to tell the Jmeter that the content type is basically application/JSON, because we are using a JSON here, right? This is a JSON. So let me move this up over here and add here. So we need to tell that the content type with the capital C, content dash type, and the content type is basically application/JSON. So application/JSON. Okay. And after adding this one, now let's run this one and see what happens. So we need to ensure that the request is working successfully. So request is working fine over here. So this is a request and this is a response we are getting. Now what we need to do is that we need to make it dynamic in nature by writing the Groovy script. Okay. So for that we need to add the JSR223 sampler before that. So let's go here, sampler, JSR sampler, and we need this sampler before this request actually. So because we need to generate the test data before that and then we need to pass this one, right? So we can either go with the preprocessor as well. So if I go here, just go to the preprocessor. Here we have a DSLR preprocessor, right? So instead of this one, so let me remove. So here add preprocessor and this one, right? And move it up here. And now what I need to do is that I need to import the Java utility random, and then what I will do is that I will randomly generate the email and password, because we have the two fields over here. You see that we have email and password. So what I will do is that simply I will say import java dot util dot random and then def random is equals to new random. So creating an object. Okay. And now let's generate a random email. So I will say let's create a variable called string email equals to, then I'll say user plus random, then dot, next int, and here let's provide 10,000. So basically we are appending user with a random number, so it will actually make a random eval at the end, right? So then we say plus, then basically we say at the rate of, for example, gmail.com. Now what this will do is that this will actually generate the random email. So let's print this one, print ln and email, and run this one and go to the console. You see that user 2520 is generated. Then run this one again, 5522 generated. So we are seeing that we are generating a random email every time, right? So similarly, what I'll do is that let's, in a similar way, let's generate the password. So string password equals to, so I'll say pass plus then random integer. So copy this part from here and paste it over here. And now again, let's print this one and see either we are getting a random password every time or not. So copy, paste, run this one and go here. So you see that we got random password, random email here. Now what we need to do is that once we have generated the random email and password in the Jmeter Groovy, so what we need to do is that we need to pass this into the API. So this is here we need to pass. In order to pass that, we need to use vars.put basically to utilize that as a variable inside a Jmeter. So here what I'll do is that I'll say vars dot put, and here I'm saying random email, okay, and here I need to provide the email. So basically we are creating this variable over here. Basically this is the variable, and whatever is basically generated, we'll putting this in this variable, and this variable we will be utilized here in our this particular JSON over here. Okay, that's why we are doing this one. Now what we need to do is that we need to do this similar thing for the password. So copy this, paste it here, and instead of email, let me say password, and here password. Okay, now we are good to go with this one, and simply we just need to pass this variable over here. So in order to pass this one, inside the double quotes, we need a dollar sign, then curly braces, and then we need to provide the variable name. Again, dollar, curly braces, go here. This is a random email. So go here and provide this inside these curly braces. And similarly, for the random password, copy this one and paste it over here. Now we are good to go with the execution, and let's see what happens over here. So let's run this one, and request got executed, but we are saying that not only define user succeed decision, we are getting some error over here. And though we got successfully generated the username and the password over here, but due to some reason on the API level, it's not allowing us. But you can clearly see that the data is dynamically generated over here. We have successfully generated the username and email. So what I can do, maybe the problem here is that instead of double quotes, we will provide this one. but this will not work. So let's run this one. So yeah, this will actually not providing as a string. This needs to be in the string. So when this needs to be a string, so we need to put inside the double quote over here, right? So that's how you can utilize the Groovy to generate the dynamic test data in order to work with your APIs or requests where you have to make it data driven, make it more realistic in terms of the performance testing. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. If you like our content, then do like, comment, share and subscribe our channel. Once again, thank you so much and see you in the next tutorial.